Okay, so Tony Danza attended the new Broadway musical called New York, New York. And this video is now going viral, with some people saying he was quote unquote rude on the red carpet. We want you to be the judge and y'all as well. Let's watch.
How are you? Good to see you again. Good. Hi, Tony. How are you? I'm Rye. How you doing? We're right here. How are you folks doing tonight?
Well, excited.
It's so great, right, to be here at New York, New York?
Absolutely.
Right.
We just saw John
Relax
Chandler.
a little. You're more excited than we are. Take it easy.
It's exciting. It's a great night.
I know. Okay.
So what's your favorite Candor and Ebb moment in musical theater?
I just had it. I was hugging him.
Isn't that something
I
else?
just had it, yeah.
Yeah. Now, what's your favorite New York City staple food item? Is it a pizza or hot dog?
You know what? You got to do, buddy. You got to come up with better questions. Come on, let's go. I got to go.
Thank you, Tony.
I couldn't even watch it.
Wow, Michael Bublé came to the reporter's defense in the comments writing, "I think you're amazing. I'll have a pizza with you. Let's not invite Tony." The reporter posted another video saying Tony did call him to apologize. I think after the fact.
Sam, you had like a reaction. What were you
This first
thinking?
time I saw it, I love Tony Danza.
Right.
And listen, we know he's a good guy. We've had him on the show. He clearly had a lapse in judgment or was trying to get in. It doesn't excuse that you don't talk to somebody that way. You don't. He was doing his job. What Tony Danza did was wrong. Do I think that represents his entire character? Absolutely not. I was just more disappointed as a fan.
I'm with Sam. It's like you're in Seinfeld. They had a contract with the pigeons. You know, George is like, "We had a contract. I don't hit you. You don't fly in front of the car." This is the red carpet. You talk, you promote, you smile, and you answer the dumb question that I kind of want to know the answer to. Like, was it pizza or hot dog, right? So I also found it just really, I can't even watch it. It's just so embarrassing. It's humiliating.
I think it also speaks to the respect level of red carpets in general, because you have like your big outlets and they have all the space in the beginning. Everyone's trying to talk to the big outlets, obviously. This guy looked like he was in more of what we call like the pit. They'll put all of the digital people and bloggers and social media people at the end, and then it's a scramble to try to get anyone to talk to you. And that's what it looks like, because there's so many people that are kind of distorting that shot. And I really think that people fail to realize the power of digital and social media with influencers, how much faster that material gets out on Instagram or TikTok than it gets out on, you know, on the bigger networks.
Because do you think he would have done that if the flag on the microphone said Entertainment Tonight?
No way.
No. And I think that makes it worse. Jeff?
Yeah, no, I think he was trying to get out of there. Obviously, you could see, like in the beginning, he didn't want to be there for that interview. The guy asked a great question, and he goes, "I just answered it back here." So he didn't give him the answer. I thought the question was perfectly online. Like, oh, you don't want to answer that question? It's New York. What do you like, a hot dog or a pizza? It's Chicago. What's your favorite deep dish pizza? It's not totally out of left field, and he dismissed it. He wanted to get out of there. It doesn't excuse what he did. He did apologize. Michael Bublé, I love Michael Bublé. Jumping in there. I don't know if he should have jumped in there.
He doesn't care.
I just love his personality. But Tony Danza, I'm glad he apologized. I don't think it is who he is at all. But that reporter's getting more attention now probably than he ever would have. So good on that guy.
True. Okay, so speaking of New York, the stars will be in New York City tonight for the annual Met Gala. This year's dress code is in honor of Karl Lagerfeld, or it's called in honor of Karl, a tribute to the iconic fashion designer who passed away in 2019. Now, Rihanna had her bump on display and gave her fans a sneak peek by posting this feathered Chanel outfit that Karl designed for the fashion house back in 1994. Rihanna hasn't been to the Met Gala since 2021, but will make her return to the event this year. She's known for making big statements like this gorgeous yellow gown from 2015, being covered in petals in 2017, and dressing like the Pope in 2018. Now, a Met Gala mainstay, Blake Lively, won't be there, she said. She's not going to be attending this year. Kim Kardashian confirmed she will be there. She was spotted in New York with her 9-year-old daughter, so maybe North will be her date. But everyone's talking about Lizzo, who attended a pre-Met Gala dinner last night. This comes after she trashed the event on Instagram last year over the long lines and lack of good food.
I don't know if she trashed it.
Yeah, I wanted to correct that.
Yeah.
That was in the prompter. I don't think she trashed it.
I think what everybody, whether you are famous, you watching, whatever it is, we all have these things that we're like, wow, that's like the best restaurant everyone wants to go to. Or one day I hope I achieve this level. And we've all been to a restaurant where it's like we've saved all of our coins, we got invited in, and then we are halfway done with the dinner and we realize we have to stop at McDonald's on the way home. That is reasonable, especially when you left like your mortgage payment there. So
It's
I think
$30,000 a ticket. Now it is
Right.
all for charity.
Of course, but I think I would be shocked too if I left some big exclusive event and I was still hungry. That's not unreasonable.
I agree. And she's sort of that person that speaks to the audience like she's one of us. Do you know what I mean? She crosses
it's her brand,
believe
it's her
it.
brand.
Yeah, she crosses the fourth wall. So she let us in and was like, the lines were long and the food sucked. And that's like sort of her brand. I'm really disappointed Blake's not there because I love seeing what she'll be there. But Riri, really, if I can call her that, is the queen of the Met Gala. And what she will show up, I think, picture a lot of preppy, a lot of black and whites, and a lot of Chanel, since he was the head of that house for so very long.
What do you think about Kim? Now, Paris Hilton announced she will be there. It's her
She
first
will be
time
there.
ever.
First time.
Kim last year lost like 20 pounds in order to fit into that dress.
And it was a big thing.
Marilyn Monroe's dress.
And Anna Wintour did not want Kim there. Had said earlier she's not going to be there. Then Kim's like, oh yes, I will. So expect some fireworks, if you will, between those two, because Kim's whole life is the Met Gala, and Anna is like enough. So they are not on the same page.
Doesn't Anna decide the guest list?
I guess when you're a Kardashian, you get in.
What? Interesting.
Kardashian.
A what?
A Kardashian. You know, with Jimmy down by the ball game.
Down by the what?
Ball game.
Jimmy, down by the, I love you so much.
Shania Twain proved she's still the one by opening her tour in Washington State this past weekend. Fans posted videos on TikTok of Shania singing her hits like "That Don't Impress Me Much." But some fans were not. I can't read a quote from a song without singing it. But some fans were not impressed by her new music. So one fan posted this video of people walking out during the concert. Some of the comments said people were just going to the bathroom or grabbing a drink during Shania's new music set.
Yeah, but why'd they pick then?
Because no one wants to hear new music.
You're exactly
Sorry.
right, Sam.
If I'm going to go see my favorite artist, especially someone, you know, from that had their hits decades ago, I want to hear them hits.
Right. It's a look at your concert like a memorial for your young fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not there. We're not growing anymore into adolescence. Those, you went and saw Bone and Sublime this weekend.
Yeah.
Because that's from your youth and you want to rekindle that. You're not like, now what else do you have? Now, if you are an artist that is still producing pretty regularly, Jay-Z still drops an album even though he's in his 40s every 2 or 3 years.
Dave Matthews as well.
Dave Matthews, you can maybe tease that and your audience is used to that. But if you are a band that's pretty much like in a box, like these are the songs we have and we tour with these, and people come out to hear those songs, people don't want to hear your new stuff. Maybe do one new song at the very end and say, if you like this, pick up our new album on the way out. But don't try and work your new stuff in, otherwise you're going to crash your concessions.
Now, I think that that's just indicative of the type of fan base that you have, and I think there's only going to be a certain percentage who's going to be diehard. If I'm going to see my favorite artist, I'm watching the entire thing, because if they do drop new music, I want to be able to be like, oh my gosh, I remember when that song first came out, and now 10 years later, it's like, you know, the song of blah, blah, blah.
Erica, no one goes to a concert to hear new music. You hear that?
No, I actually do appreciate new stuff. I appreciate being a part of the rollout. I'm also a radio girl.
Rollout. What is this? New hybrid car?
No, I like to be a part of it. Like, that was always my favorite part, when an artist would come in and say, okay, we're going to play this new song. Now, every time I hear that song, I think about, wow, that was when Lady Gaga.
You did that with.
Yeah, that like 5 hours later, I watched her in a nightclub. There were literally 50 of us, and I'm like cheering in the thing. Now it's Lady Gaga. You know, I like to be a part of that. I like to have that memory.
Before we go, how was Bone and Sublime?
Bone Thugs and Harmony and Sublime, good. But Sublime, I wish we got to their hits faster, because it's getting late. And we had the babysitter, Bone Thugs, played all their hits, loved it. And I'm like, just get to Santeria, let's get out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.